The race for AI dominance is heating up, and Qualcomm Incorporated is squarely at the center of the battlefield. Investors are watching closely to see if their advanced Snapdragon processors can translate into massive portfolio gains as the company pivots toward edge computing. We are breaking down why this semiconductor giant is betting everything on AI integration, and whether their strategic moat is strong enough to withstand the rising competition.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
But the path forward is not without its hurdles. BNP Paribas has recently moved to cut their price target for Qualcomm, citing ongoing weakness in the global smartphone market. As analysts weigh the long-term potential of generative AI against current cyclical headwinds, we explore why Wall Street is keeping such a sharp eye on these latest shifts in analyst sentiment. In a massive leap for industrial efficiency, U-Mobile, Qualcomm, and CityLink Express have just successfully completed a groundbreaking 5G IoT proof of concept. By leveraging Qualcomm terrestrial positioning service, they have managed to revolutionize air cargo tracking, slashing shipment verification times by an incredible 90%. This is a clear demonstration of how next-generation connectivity is actively transforming complex logistics operations in real time. Finally, all eyes are on the potential valuation gap for Qualcomm, with some market narratives suggesting a fair value as high as $300 per share. We dive into the growth engines driving this bullish forecast and the critical risks that could determine if the stock truly has room to double. For more high-impact market insights and deep-dive stock analysis, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder how your smartphone manages to run complex AI, handle 5G speeds, and capture high-res photos, all while keeping your battery from dying by noon? The secret isn't magic, it's Qualcomm. But the million-dollar question for your portfolio is simple. Is the hype around AI chips enough to fuel a new era of growth, or is this just another cyclical tech trade? Welcome to the breakdown of Qualcomm, a company that isn't just making parts. They're building the nervous system of the modern, connected world. Qualcomm is playing a smart game. They've built a dual-engine machine. Their QCT segment, which pushes out those powerful Snapdragon chips, and their QTL licensing business, which is basically a high-margin toll booth on the highway of global wireless innovation. This isn't just a hardware company, it's a patent powerhouse. By focusing on edge AI, processing data right on your device instead of sending it off to a remote cloud server, Qualcomm is positioning itself perfectly for a privacy-focused future. Whether it's your Android, your next laptop, or the increasingly smart dashboard of your car, Qualcomm is likely already under the hood. Now, let's talk reality. You've got rivals like MediaTek nipping at their heels in the mid-range market, and giants like Apple and Samsung moving toward custom silicon. It's a competitive, high-stakes arena. But analysts are largely leaning toward a buy, betting that Qualcomm's move into automotive and PCs, specifically with the Snapdragon X Elite, will act as the perfect hedge against the naturally volatile smartphone cycle. They've got the balance sheet to sustain massive R&D, and they've been rewarding shareholders with consistent dividends for 2 decades. That's not nothing in a sector known for wild swings. Of course, it's not all sunshine. You have to keep an eye on the geopolitical chessboard. With a significant chunk of their revenue tied to Chinese OEMs, any flare-up in trade restrictions could create some serious turbulence. Plus, there's always the regulatory scrutiny around their licensing practices. It's a complex landscape, but that's the price of admission for a company that controls so much of the global tech stack. So, what's the move? If you're looking for a play on the AI boom that isn't just another speculative, pure-play gamble, Qualcomm deserves a spot on your watch list. They are moving from being a wireless player to a foundational AI enabler. But execution is everything. Keep a close eye on their automotive design wins and how the PC transition plays out in the coming quarters. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Do you think Qualcomm can successfully disrupt the PC market, or will Intel and the status quo hold the line? Remember, the market rewards those who do their homework, not those who chase the noise. Happy investing, and I'll see you in the next one. What if I told you the next multi-trillion-dollar revolution isn't coming from the tech giants you see on the news every day? When Jeff Bezos first called AI a foundational shift, it sounded like corporate talk. Now, with Andy Jassy calling it a once-in-a-lifetime breakthrough, the reality is setting in. We are at the dawn of a new economic era. Elon Musk is betting that by 2040, we will have 10 billion humanoid robots on the planet, a $250 trillion industry waiting to happen. Think about that for a second. That is not just a company. That is a total transformation of the global economy. While everyone is staring at Nvidia and Microsoft, the real smart money is looking elsewhere. There is an under-owned player quietly dominating the hardware that powers this entire AI ecosystem. This isn't just about software, it's about the backbone of innovation. History shows that when the richest people in Silicon Valley and Wall Street move in silence toward the same idea, you need to be paying attention. We are talking about a company that is making AI cheaper, faster, and more accessible, positioning itself to be the engine behind the next decade of growth. I have put together an exclusive, deep dive report on this hidden gem, and I want you to have access to it. For less than the price of a fast food meal, just $9.99 a month, you are not just getting one tip. You are getting a year of research from Dr. Anand Dogan, a full library of premium insights, and a 70-page quarterly breakdown that usually costs over $100 alone. We are even throwing in a 30-day money-back guarantee, because we are that confident in the data. This is your chance to get ahead of the curve before Wall Street wakes up and moves the market. Click the link below, grab your spot in our premium newsletter, and secure your access to the research that could redefine your portfolio. The AI revolution is already here. Are you going to be an observer, or are you going to be an investor? Join us today, and let's start building your future. Ever wondered why your high-value packages seem to disappear into a black hole the moment they hit an airport tarmac? We have all been there, tracking numbers that stay frozen for hours or even days. But a massive shift is happening in logistics that is about to make those "where is my package" headaches a thing of the past. U-Mobile, Qualcomm, and CityLink Express have just wrapped up a groundbreaking proof of concept that proves 5G and IoT are the ultimate dynamic duo for air cargo. Forget simple barcode scans. We are talking about real-time, granular visibility that monitors everything from location to shock, tilt, and temperature. By integrating U-Business, ultra-reliable connectivity with Qualcomm's terrestrial positioning service, they have successfully tracked high-value cargo across the complex web of Malaysian airports. Think about the scale of this. Instead of waiting for a manual scan to tell you a shipment survived a transfer, you have a continuous digital audit trail. The results are frankly staggering. We are looking at a 90% improvement in shipment verification speed and a 70% drop in time spent on operational reviews. This is not just tech for the sake of tech. This is a fundamental evolution in accountability. It essentially turns a chaotic, opaque supply chain into a transparent, data-driven machine. As businesses demand more precision, this level of oversight is quickly moving from a luxury to a baseline requirement. What do you think? Will this level of real-time monitoring become the standard for every package we ship, or is it destined to stay in the realm of high-value cargo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want to stay ahead of the latest tech breakthroughs. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes on the horizon. The future of logistics is officially online. Is Qualcomm sitting on a gold mine, or are investors just chasing a mirage? With the stock hovering around $137, headlines are screaming that a $300 price tag is the real fair value. That is a massive gap, one that would make any investor stop and take notice. But before you dive in, we need to peel back the layers of this tech giant's recent performance. Let's look at the reality of the charts. We've seen a recent short-term bounce, but zoom out to the year-to-date performance, and you're looking at a 20% slide. Momentum has definitely cooled, but looking at the fundamental machine under the hood, there is a lot to like. Qualcomm just kicked off fiscal year 2025 with a bang, pulling in $11.7 billion in revenue. That is an 18% jump year over year. Even more impressive. Their automotive segment skyrocketed 61%, and IoT is up 36%. These aren't just legacy wireless numbers. This is a company successfully diversifying into the engines of future tech. So why the $300 target? The bullish thesis rests on a transformation. It's all about AI-powered hardware, next-gen PCs, and the massive shift towards software-defined vehicles. If Qualcomm maintains these margins and hits its growth targets in these emerging sectors, that valuation could be justified. But remember, the market is a fickle beast. Any hiccup in handset demand, or a tightening of those lucrative licensing deals, and that $300 dream could evaporate overnight. Is the risk worth the reward? That is the question you need to answer for your own portfolio. Qualcomm is still a powerhouse with a rock-solid balance sheet and a track record of rewarding shareholders, but every investment carries a what if. Before you hit that buy button, dive deep into the specific risks and the 4 key rewards that could define the next chapter of this company's growth. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stocks moving the market. What do you think? Is Qualcomm a hidden gem or a value trap? Drop a comment below and let's get the discussion going.